Welcome to SparkWeek Day 5, the last official day of SparkWeek. I'm your host, Ian Johnson. If you've missed the past 4 days, you can find all the information at esab.com/SparkWeek after this video. This week, we've revealed more than a dozen game-changing ESAB products, but are these groundbreaking reveals as far as ESAB can go? Not even close. Just like sparks come together to make a flame, the new ideas we've revealed have simply set the stage for one electrifying announcement. SparkWeek Day 5 is dedicated to maybe the most ambitious machine that ESAB has ever built. So ambitious, it might change the definition of portability as the industry knows it. It could shift the way we weld forever, and we're about to announce it right now. You can cut the tension in here with a handheld plasma cutter. As always, if you have a question during the live premiere, throw it in the chat. An ESAB expert will get you the answer that you need. And don't forget to check the webpage after the video for news and our giveaway. Now, let's get into it. A new age is a movement created from alternative approaches. It's influenced by old ideas and ones that are completely new. ESAB knows this better than anyone. We've been bringing new ideas to the market since we invented the first coated welding electrode more than a century ago. Today we take the idea of portability and supercharge it in a whole new way. Think about it. Up until now, your welding jobs have only gone as far as your equipment could reach. Or you're stuck lugging around heavy leads, tripping over cables, and wondering what kind of power will be at the job site. You might even spend more time on job setup and breakdown than you do actually welding. Today we cut loose from it all and step into a new age. One born from the ruggedness of a renegade, the spirit of a ruffian, and the power of black and yellow. Today, a true first is being revealed, and the rest can only try to follow. Today, welding is about to go cordless in a powerful new way. Welcome to the Voltage.
In the welding world, power has come from the same sources for decades. But today, there's a new age dawning. One in which power is completely free of the constraints you battle every day, no matter how far, how high, or how long a job can go. This is the first power source that truly knows no limitations, and it will transform the way you weld forever. Today, a new power is unleashed, and the Voltage is born. Introducing the first cordless battery-powered welding machine by ESAB that's taking off-the-grid welding by storm. It's an age that's shockingly strong, with cordless power that gets up to 150 amps and is built to run completely off batteries with the best DeWalt system underneath it. Literally. But that's all just the calm before the storm. Renegade Volt can strike through 30 electrodes on one charge, boost your output when battery and outlet power join forces, and plug into 120 and 230 volt power. The machine is ready as soon as you power it on. Just like the speed of lightning, Renegade Volt is there, and then it moves on. With portability to carry in 2 pieces. Inspired by the natural phenomenon of a flash in the sky, Volt has the freedom to go anywhere. This is just the start of the age of true welding freedom, and it belongs in your hands. Join us in leading the charge into the Voltage. Renegade Volt. Transform the way you weld with a battery-powered machine made to make history.
Introducing the Renegade Volt. This is the world's first battery-powered welding machine to operate on standard rechargeable power tool batteries. And there is no stronger endorsement in the cordless community than to carry the DeWalt name. This is the true age of welding freedom. No cords and heavy leads, no time-consuming setup. Power finally comes with the flip of a switch, and you have the opportunity to lead the charge. I am here with ESAB's Light Industrial Equipment Director, Peter Birchfield, to talk about the Renegade Volt. This is a battery-powered welder. Now, explain to me why ESAB thought that this is the time to get into this battery-operated welder and how this is going to change the industry.
So we did a lot of voice of customer work, talking to welders, seeing them in the job sites and remote or off-site locations. And predominantly it's been done through engine drives or running long extension cables to find an outlet. And so we understood that there was this pain point around how do you accomplish jobs in the field where there isn't power readily available.
And so to do that, you've developed a battery-operated welder, and this is different because this is the same machine, so this can run off AC as well, right?
Yes, so that's what's really cool about this. You could use this in the shop, run it off AC. It can run off of battery. It is powered by 4 DeWalt Flex Volt 12 amp hour batteries, or it can run in what's I think very special is called hybrid mode, or what we're calling Amp Plus. So where you might be working in a shop, you have 120 volt input, but a 10 amp breaker and you're worried about tripping it, well, the machine will automatically detect that and it will then draw power from the battery and the wall to overcompensate this and ensure that you don't trip any breakers.
So you still have the ability to push the machine past that 10 amp limit by using the batteries as almost like a surge protector kind of thing.
Exactly.
And obviously DeWalt batteries, because most of the guys who are going to be using this probably have a whole host of DeWalt tools and they already have a bunch of batteries.
Yeah, and so the relationship with DeWalt, I think, is strategic and smart from many perspectives. First, ESAB is bringing the welding expertise to this product. We know the arc, the controls, everything. DeWalt is known for their power tools and most importantly their batteries. It's really kind of a marriage of two great concepts and principles. We have their latest high-powered flex-volt batteries with our welding technology.
So we've talked about feeding the machine AC or battery pack, but what's the output of this machine? Because it's still a Renegade at heart, right?
Yep. So it's 200 amps output from AC or from the wall, and 150 amps from the batteries.
And then at the 150 amps, like how long will I be able to weld? Like how many electrodes can I burn just on batteries?
So on batteries alone, you can run a little bit over 30 electrodes per charge.
Per 4 banks of batteries.
And then once you're done, you simply take them out, plug them into your charger, grab the fresh set, put them back in, and you're back to welding.
So unlike other battery-powered operated welders, we're not in a situation where once this is depleted, we got to plug it in and wait for it to charge, because we can just hot swap these batteries and keep going.
Yeah, exactly. They're hot swappable, just as you said. And what we've seen from other battery power technology on the market today is that it's a fixed battery. Once you weld, you're done, charge for a few hours, and then you can get back to your work. With this, you're always on the go.
And more importantly, what I've seen with a lot of the proprietary battery machines is with that battery, when it goes down, which it will, because batteries have a lifespan a lot shorter than the welder, when that battery's done, the welder's basically trash.
Right.
But in this case, if you have a bad battery, you're just swapping out a single DeWalt battery.
Exactly.
So knowing that this is a Renegade and we've got the ability to burn all those electrodes, what else on the welding side, like what kind of special features does this particular unit have?
Yep, so we have a arc on time calculator. So we have some special software built in that will take and measure the 4 batteries, and you'll be able to understand how many electrodes you have left to burn. Obviously all that's sensitive and adjusts as you go up in your amperage or down. We have special features like cellulosic mode for 6010, 6011 electrodes, memories, hot start, and arc force.
So everything that you'd find in a Renegade, but the ability to basically measure that battery. So when I pick it up, I'll know, if I have a quick job, I can run with what I've got. Yeah. But if I know I'm going to be burning a lot of electrodes, I'll know to swap in some fresh batteries.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's perfect for applications, think like farm, ag, ranch, construction sites where powers may not be readily available. You don't want to have to move a generator or park your truck close to the job site so you can weld. With this, you roll up, pick it up, go to your workpiece wherever you want to go, start welding, and move on.
Probably also the benefit to this, because it's so portable, being battery, is also small jobs. Like if you got called in just for a quick repair, you're not rolling out 100 feet of cable off the back of your dually to weld one rung back on a ladder.
Exactly.
This will get you in and out of there a lot faster.
Exactly. It's you don't need to run like the 100 feet of cable, which is also very expensive, and also from a time perspective.
Making you money. Does it have a ATM in there that just prints out the dollar bills? So this is one complete package, but it doesn't always have to travel around like this, right?
Right, so this is a highly portable unit. It's approximately 45 pounds, fully loaded with the 4 large batteries. You can carry as a single unit. It comes with a shoulder strap, or if you want to, maybe balance your weight load, it's easy to disassemble, carry in 2 pieces. You just unplug the power cord, undo the latch, and then easy to transport to your job site.
So you said it comes with a shoulder strap. What else does this package come with?
It will also come with electrode holder, ground clamp, and some sample electrodes to get you started.
And what about the batteries that are in the...
Yes, it will also come with 4 flexible 12 amp hour batteries, plus a 4-port fast charger.
So if you've already got a bunch of DeWalt tools in your toolbox already, you're basically getting more batteries for those cordless tools.
Absolutely, there's a ton of value here. You're getting a welder, 4 batteries, a charger, and the battery box.
And all the accessories you need to start welding.
Absolutely.
So we recently learned about the Ruffian engine drive welder. Why at the same time come out with a battery powered welder?
So I view them as actually very complementary. So with Ruffian, it's for long jobs. You need auxiliary power. With Renegade Volt, it's still on the move, for remote, off-site applications, but much more focus on the quick job, maintenance and repair type work where you can show up, get the job done, no setup time, and get moving.
And less maintenance, right? Because at the end of the day, this is going to be a lot less, and not necessarily upfront cost, but a lot less maintenance costs on a machine like this than on an engine drive welder.
Absolutely. I mean, fuel, oil, filters, you have to change them on a regular maintenance interval. This is just 4 batteries.
Charge some batteries and
absolutely
do some welding.
Yep.
And the best thing is I could use my Ruffian to charge the batteries for my Renegade Volt.
Absolutely.
That would just make the best of both worlds. All right, so knowing all that, learning all that about battery operated welders, which is super cool in my mind, I think this is really neat. Let's talk about when are people going to be able to get their hands on one of these machines and start welding without any limits?
Well, I'm excited to share this. Will be out in first quarter 2023.
With batteries and everything.
Batteries and everything, fully loaded.
Fully loaded, lots of batteries, all kinds of black and yellow to glue metal together with electricity and no cords.
Cordless welding.
Cordless. Next is wireless welding. I'm down for that. Wireless ground clamps. You should start working on that because I always forget to hook mine up. Thanks, Peter. I'm very excited to see this welder. You can lead the charge into the voltage with ESAB's first battery-powered welder in early 2023. 60 new revolutionary products have proven there's nowhere you can't go with ESAB. If you're here with us right now, we're willing to bet you're one of ESAB's biggest fans. One who's not afraid to advocate for new methods. One who knows that challenging the ordinary is the only way to keep the future of fabrication moving forward. And that ends SparkWeek. 5 days of never before seen product reveals. Check out esab.com/SparkWeek to see it all again for details on product availability and your final chance to win that SparkWeek giveaway. Continue to be the spark that keeps the welding and cutting world burning fiercely. I'm Ian Johnson, and it's been an honor to be your host this past week. We'll see you back here soon.